Everybody's talking at the comic spot. The comic spot. The comic spot. Everybody's talking at the comic spot. The comic spot. The comic spot. Linda's on the microphone, keeping it hot. Doing the interviews that thicken the plot. Give it a listen, cause you'll like it a lot. Or maybe not. At the comic spot. Everybody's talking at the comic spot. The comic spot. The comic spot. Everybody's.
Hey, Facebook people, we're here. We're live, I do believe. Let me just check Facebook. I am the Facebook babysitter, and we are live. We're on Facebook for Comic Spot, where this little army veteran vets out veterans of comedy like Von Mychael, who's here. And let me introduce him properly before he talks. Von Mychael is these are his words. Von Mychael is an up-and-coming comedian who hails from Chester, Pennsylvania. His work ethic and determination to become a celebrated name in comedy has landed him at the Apollo, where he won second place. Mychael is a six-time winner of the Funny Bone Clash of Comics. He's open for heavyweights in comedy such as Damon Williams. Is that Damon Williams that you meant?
Correct.
Okay. I didn't want to confuse it with another name and with another Damon. Damon Williams, John Heffron, John Reap, Guy Torrey, and Tony Woods. So welcome to the Little Comic Spot stage, your friend to be and mine, Von Mychael. Hi, Von.
What's going on? Thank you so much for having me on. This is dope.
This is dope with you on it. Look at your smile. I love you. What's going on in your neck of the woods? What city are you in right now?
Washington, D.C.
Holy Toledo, no. How's it going in our nation's capital?
A lot of protests. Comedy right now is a little bit, you've seen a lot of outside shows. And people just trying to stay safe, social distancing.
Yes. So have you done any outside shows?
No, I actually had my first live show 2 weeks ago in North Carolina. I went on the road. That's the first time I've been on stage, but I should have some coming up in another week or two. The Comedy Club here in Richmond, Virginia is holding some shows.
Wow. Now, you have been in comedy how long?
A little over 4 years now.
And you've already won 6 different contests and been on Apollo and opened for 5 different major headliners.
Yeah, it's been a grind. It sounds like a lot, but a lot of the 4 years I was sleeping in my car, doing open mics. So it's like I sacrificed a lot to get that.
Yes, thank you for doing that. That's such a great tribute to who you are as a person. Where does your funny bone come from? How young in life did it show itself?
I would say I was at the age of about 23. People used to always tell me I was a funny guy, but I used to think they were just saying that to like not kind of dismay me in a little bit, like kind of like saying like didn't take me seriously. So I used to get offended when people say I was a funny guy. And then one day one of my friends was like, "Yo, let's do one of those Instagram videos," and we did it, and it got like over 2,000 views, and everybody was just laughing, thought it was funny, and so after that, I just started doing comedy full time.
2,000 views on your first one! Wow, success just follows you. So, when you were a child, were you making jokes, getting in trouble?
No, I'm actually a very serious person. Like outside of comedy, like a lot of people. They found it weird, like when they see me, like I'm very straightforward, I'm transparent. I'm not sarcastic and nothing like that. But I say one thing that has helped me from my childhood is that I played sports. My dad was all about work ethic, work every day, putting that work in, and I applied that to comedy, which has helped me now.
What kind of sports did you play?
I played football, basketball, and track.
What was your favorite?
Basketball.
What position?
Point guard.
Wow, you were the main guy.
Yeah, I used to love basketball. I was an Allen Iverson fan.
Yeah, who's your famous point guard?
Allen Iverson.
Ooh. Yeah, I remember Allen Iverson. Didn't he have really cool braids?
Yeah, he like changed the culture of the NBA. He had the braids, the tattoos. He brought hip hop to the NBA.
Wow. So you heard of the Portland Trailblazers?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I was there in 1976. I was like 25 years old when they won that thing.
Oh yeah, Portland was good. Portland's good now too.
Yeah, they got Stoudemire. Well, who's the guy
Damian
they got?
Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard. Lillard.
Yeah,
Did you
he's
hear
great.
about his brother getting shot in a parking lot a few years ago?
Oh no, I did not hear about that.
Somebody was following a car thinking it was Damon, and when the guy got out of the car, they shot him thinking it was Damon, and they shot his brother. It was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
They were gunning for Damon. So
Oh
stupid.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I don't know, but yeah,
That's crazy. Wow.
the things you do. So you're in comedy now. You've been sacrificing. You've made it from living in your car. And now you got 4 walls around you. I see.
Yes, blessings. It's been a
Absolutely.
grind. I'm telling you, it's been a grind.
So what all do you do in the entertainment field besides standing up on stage by yourself slinging jokes? Because most comics are artists and they got their hands in numbers of projects.
For me, stand up is my main vehicle. So that's where I make majority of my money. I'm doing a lot of virtual shows, private virtual shows. I'm making money doing that now. Outside of that, I'm sketches. Sketches is going to be like my next thing. I would say after like I get well known. I'm looking to get on some type of sketch show or or my own show, produce my own show. So I got like a process where I'm putting out sketches every day during this quarantine, 5 days a week. And I'll say that, probably about a year or two, I'll have like produced an actual sketch show.
Very cool. So where can people see your sketch shows? On your Facebook page?
Facebook, on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, just put in Von Mychael and it'll show up on all my social media platforms. TikTok.
Super. You're all
Pornhub.
over. What was the last one?
Pornhub.
I tell people I have an OnlyFans, and they go, "You do?" And I go and get these 2 portable fans that I have. They're my OnlyFans. That's all you get. You said only. You just want the fans.
Right. That's funny.
Thank you. So what's unique about your comedy? Where do you have a fighting edge over other up-and-comer comics?
Right now it's just transparency. Like I talk about everything. Like nothing is left on stage for me. I talk about every aspect of my life. Like, something I'm working on now, like going through a breakup, mental health. Like I talk about having a mental breakdown, on stage. And a lot of people, that was hard, really telling people what you went through. Like it can feel embarrassing at times. So I think it's my transparency.
I love that. Do you have anything that you want to say in any kind of comedy you want to do right now for people so they get a little flavor of you?
It's always weird when you get put on the spot.
I know.
I mean, I would say just like I'll give you a little bit aspect of my story, like how I moved to New York.
Okay.
I didn't really want to move there. It was more like I was on a run, and not from like the law. I tell you what happened. Like I was living in DC. I'm so sorry. DC, right? And I walked in my apartment and I saw a mouse. And I just ran to New York after that. Like I was scared. And which was dumb because like New York is like the mecca of mice and rats, Like that's where they go to train. And like my roommate, she was trying to educate me how to catch them, but it didn't make sense. She was like, we gotta put a mouse trap down and peanut butter. But she want to put like this organic, gluten-free peanut butter on the mouse trap. And like, I was confused. I didn't know we were trying to catch mice or white women. I was like, these are Trader Joe traps right here. We ain't catching no mouse. We catching Susan. So that was kind of like my Move to New York experience.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So, where is, like, comics usually have a bar really high, and when they reach that pinnacle of success, they'll know they've arrived. What's something huge you're going for?
You said something new I'm going for?
Huge, something big you're going for.
Well, I dropped the quarantine comedy special, 15-minute special now. I want to drop another special in the next year that I'm working on now. So it's about putting out as much content, as much albums and specials as possible. Have something to leave behind. So that's my thing, putting out as much content as possible.
Absolutely. I'm a fan of yours now. I got to hear a little bit of your comedy. You're really
Thank you.
good. You're really good.
I appreciate that.
Where does your inspiration come from to be funny? Like, mine comes from my parents survived the Holocaust and they could never be in the moment. So I was always trying to make them forget their pain and laugh. Where does yours come from?
So some like it's therapeutic therapy. When I was going through, like when I first found out I had diabetes and I had to move back in with my parents at one point, I used to watch Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Dion Cole, just to it was a release for me. And now it's like I get to share my personal stories on stage. So it's like being able to share those stories with people helps my purpose with comedy is to be a positive influence for Black men and young boys in entertainment. So that's
And so you do private Zoom parties now that during this whole shutdown time?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. It froze your face up for a second. So you do private Zoom parties?
Yes.
So if somebody wanted to book you for a Zoom party around the country, they just get a hold of you on Facebook?
Facebook, Instagram, so wherever I have social media, contact me, go to my website, just hit me up. I'll message you back.
Great. And you're somebody that wants to be a positive role model for Black men and children. So you could, and I suppose that you could do clean comedy for younger people of color, right?
Correct. Clean, churches, all that.
Absolutely. Awesome. Any parting thoughts? Maybe a creative way, a funny way of looking at getting through the rest of the pandemic? Do you have any inspiration for us morons?
I mean, as I was saying before, meditate, also, I'm going abstinent. I'm stopped having sex for 2 years. A lot of people talk about it in the drought, which is tough for me because, I'll be on the road a lot, bring women back to the hotel, it ain't about having sex, it's about meditating. And, they be like, what we gonna do? Like, we gonna breathe. So I would say meditate to get through, your stresses, don't focus so much on the alcohol and stuff and drugs and stuff like that. Just find positive ways to cope through this whole thing, and you should be make it through.
Thank you so much. Your dad's influence is rubbing off on you. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I didn't. It's funny because I didn't like my dad for a while, because my dad was an alcoholic for over 20 years. Yeah, and then he went to rehab on my 21st birthday, which I was mad already because he wanted to go on my 21st birthday and ask me, did I want to go to rehab with him? I'm like, nah, I'm trying to go to happy hour. And but as you get older, you start to realize that your parents are human, and they going through stuff as they are, being your parents. So you start to understand more and realize the things that they taught you actually work.
Exactly. Well, God bless you for holding your parents up where they need to be. So that makes me love you even more.
Thank you for having me on.
All the best to you, and I love you a lot. Come back on whenever you have anything else to plug, like an upcoming show, a special you're dropping, a video, anything. Let me know you want on for 5 more minutes anytime.
Okay, I'll be in contact.
Please do. Thank you.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everybody's